Pimp. I'm Pepper Jack Jones.
What's up, Pepper Jack?
This is Jay Andrews. Nice to see you here. I appreciate you coming.
What's up, man?
This is called Life in a Headlock.
Let me get down on your level. I want to be.
Well, I'm sorry. You know, I got come on. The chair, that's a little difficult. But anyhow, let's start this question out. I do not edit my YouTube camera. If you screw up, it goes to YouTube.
So if I lick you on the face,
I'm going to punch you in your jaw.
Just check.
All right. Who trained you to be a professional wrestler, referee, and manager, since I know you do all three of the above?
I'm a man of many talents. I was trained in NWA Mississippi with Jesse Dalton, the Pharaoh of Funk, a little bit by Brother Heavenly Love, the black brother, not the white brother with the red face. But yeah, I've got some additional training through seminars and things like that, but that's where I got my start.
Were you a fan of wrestling going and go?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Big Repo Man fan, Bastion, Booger, you know,
technical guys.
Freddie Joe Floyd, you know, I mean, guys that are lasting, you know, the guys that just leave that memory.
Doink with your true hero.
Oh man, Doink, don't get caught him. Star Doink, Bam Bam, Bryce, good stuff.
All right. How'd you get your name for professional wrestling? Because Jay Andrews ain't your real name.
I mean, I've had about 412 names. This name is basically my two sons, Jay and Andrew, and I just took that.
Sweet. I actually learned something new. Who inspired you to get into professional wrestling on TV?
Oh man.
Like one particular person.
Honestly, I'm a huge Paul Heyman fan. Not so much the Paul Heyman today, which is great. But
Cell phone.
Yeah, you know, Paul. I'm a Paulie Dangerously fan. The Dangerous Alliance, ECW, all that. That's great stuff.
You got the smoke.
Oh yeah, all that good stuff. Good stuff.
All right. What is your favorite match you've ever seen on TV? Doesn't matter any company. One you go back and like study just to watch it.
That's a hard question. I don't know if I could per se say one match, but I'm a really huge fan of like Crash Holly, Delirious from Ring of Honor, Chikara guys. I mean, I'm a huge fan of characters. Bobby Heenan, Jim Cornette.
Let me put it this way. I decided to break it down to Lucas. When I was a kid, I'm 7 years old, but for some reason I remember this damn thing. I remember my first match. I remember singing at JYD, but be damn, I know why. I remember yelling, "Daddy, JYD on TV." That's it. But no, wait a minute, I'm not quite done, almost. But there's an event that happened, I remember. Kamala, Skandar Akbar, and they burned the hell out of Hacksaw Jim Duggan. And my dad threw beer cans and whatever the hell else he could get his hands on at TV. He said a couple of four-letter words.
As a kid, I can remember, I didn't call it wrestling, I called it Hulk Hogan. I want to go watch Hulk Hogan. So if I had to say there was one particular thing, it's watching Hulk Hogan. Saturday night, we got the Mama Rose pizzas, like $2 for $3. We got some Doritos, Pepsi, and watched Hulk Hogan.
Gotcha.
I don't know if Hulk Hogan was on that, you know, but we watched Hulk Hogan. So, Hulk
CDs.
Hogan. Yeah, those VCDs, man, it was great.
Okay. Well, what is the favorite match that you yourself has ever been in from any company? Doesn't matter.
I'm gonna say my favorite match was probably myself and Joey Abel. We was at this little Mexican bar somewhere in Jackson, and we faced Whiskey Hangover, Beowulf and Ron Horn, and that's probably my favorite match.
You tore down the roof.
Yeah, let's just say we tore the place apart.
There's a story. I'm going to ask you for a specific story because I was here to witness this story. Give me one funny story, because to me it was funny. I watched it and you got knocked the hell out.
Oh, well,
you know, it's I'd say that
was probably a sad story. I mean, it was great. It was great because it's like my third match. Had, you know, very, very, very little training.
I guess too.
And I got to face Rodney Mack fresh off of him being let go from WWE. So he did White Boy Challenge, and for some stupid reason, I volunteered. Go to the ring, and I'm really scared, and I'm like, please don't kill me. He gives me a welcome to the business slap. I go down, and I remember coming to. I don't remember getting knocked out until the second night when I had to volunteer to accept the challenge again, when he dropped a couple of knees on my head after he slapped me. And I said, what? I didn't know you was going to hit me with those knees. He said, yeah, I hit them with you last night, just like that. I said, I must have been knocked out. So, third match, welcome to the business. Roddy Mack slaps me and knocks me out for about 4 or 5 seconds.
Do you remember what Mick Foley said when you walked to the back?
He said that slap was too hardcore for me, and I'm the king of hardcore. So, I don't know if he was putting me over or telling me I'm stupid.
I think he was legit, bro. I saw it. You got knocked the hell out.
Yeah. It just kind of busted all that stuff that's inside your mouth. Yeah, all that was bleeding.
You got deboed.
He wasn't happy. Let's put it like that. Thanks, Rodney. Appreciate it.
All right. Now on to a little bit serious, more subject. What do you think of TV wrestling? The good of it and the bad of it? Is there a particular company you watch that you think is good? Or is they're good in WWE and is they bad in WWE?
If it's on TV, it's got to be good.
I agree.
Love it, hate it, critique it. It's on TV. People are paying to watch it. That in itself is good, right?
True.
It's bringing wrestling, sports entertainment sometimes, but wrestling for the most part, to those that are home. So that's the good of TV. I think even better than that is it puts what we do on our level. People find out, oh, there's wrestling. They hear about, there's wrestling. I'm a fan of wrestling on TV. Let's go and check this wrestling out. They get here, they go, oh, well, those guys don't look like guys on TV, but we had more fun because we can get involved with the crowd. So you come out, you holler at me, I'm probably going to holler back. So,
what is the bad?
The bad, if I had to say there was a bad thing about TV wrestling, I think it's they'll bring a guy in, oh, he's good, something happens, oh, you never see him again. So that's probably the worst part of being on TV is, some guys aren't on there long enough for you to find out who they are.
True.
So it's like, oh, well, I saw that guy once and I seen him again and then I never heard from him, and why? It's just.
And then you try to get for an indie show at $3,000.
Yeah. It's like, oh, I worked security on SmackDown 19 years ago.
It's true though.
I got beat up one time on WCW. Remember that? Yeah.
No.
I need $20,000 to come in and an airplane ticket.
Yeah.
Guaranteed to pack the house, brother. Be hanging from the rafters.
And let's get on to the next one. If you could wrestle one person, who would it be? From any era. I don't care what company, what year, anytime.
I think I'd like to wrestle. Do I have to name one?
Just give me one. You'd like your house one. Give me two. I'm gonna help. Lucas named out like 9. I said 1.
As a person that likes to watch my matches, they're not really technical matches, and I want to be remembered. So let's say let's work the Undertaker. Everybody loves the Undertaker. I can run from him a lot, and then everybody can remember me working the Undertaker because
Or Joe Slam, they'll remember it.
Yeah, I'm a one-bump guy.
I remember Sid Vicious, but he was Sid Justice at the time. He walked in the ring, toe slam dude, the match was literally 3 seconds long. He had the shortest match in WWE history to this day.
Maybe the Bushwhackers would be good. That would probably fit my style. Bushwhackers, that'd be...
y'all can lick each other.
Yeah, licking good time.
All right. Well, when you were wait a minute. Before I got to ask you one more part.
I know you have a funny story question on there. I've got a great story that I'd really like to tell you.
Let me ask you one more last time connected with what you was just with. Since you are a manager too, is there any particular person you'd like to manage?
The Hollywood Blondes, Stunning Steve and Flying Brian.
That's why I never could take Steve Austin as a badass because I'm like, really?
Yeah.
Good. Whatever. Cool.
Either that or Giant Gonzalez.
I like when they did the eight. What was it? Flare for the hole. That was awesome. We'll go with the funny story.
Alright. I said one of the matches that I liked that I was in was this match at a Mexican bar. It was run by Brickhouse Brown. Super great promoter. Never tells anybody about the shows, but it's great. We're in the makeshift locker room waiting. The show was supposed to start at 7. It's probably 9:30 or 10. We're still waiting for a crowd to show up. Finally, we get there's 30 or 40 people there. Mostly people that may not know that there's wrestling there. But all of a sudden, out of this little room comes a lot of nice women, Latino women, provocatively dressed. And in this makeshift locker room, they've got like these sheets kind of just hung all through the locker room with chairs and
so they were having prayer meetings back?
Well, I thought it was personal locker rooms. That's what I thought it was.
Okay.
Until those women come out. Oh, they're out there and supposedly they're to dance with the men, which makes sense.
If you were Mexico.
But we had this match with Barry Wolf and Ron Horn, and it comes to a time when Barry Wolf decides, hey, let's throw Jay through the ceiling. It was a drop ceiling, had the little stone, the foam, styrofoam type
The pop
squares. Yeah. Well, he puts me through, instead of like 1 or 2 tiles fall, the whole ceiling falls. So he proceeds to pick up those foams and says, oh, this is probably soft. So he hits me with, nah, wasn't that soft. So seeing how there's all this clutter in the ring, so we take it to the outside where he proceeds to throw me down the bar, and we break beer bottles and turn over tables and that kind of stuff. So it was a television taping that Brickhouse had set up with no cameras there. So I'm sure it was a lot of good footage that made there. But yeah, that was just a great story that I literally brought the roof down. There's Finn Balor, a picture of him kind of knocking a towel down. Wow, and I tore the whole ceiling down. So yeah, that's a great story.
Let me ask you this. As a fan, what is your favorite style of wrestling to watch? Lucha?
Comedy, absolutely.
Colt Cabana?
Yeah, I like Colt, but I like guys that's less trying to be funny, but that just is funny. I like characters. I like anybody that you can kind of poke your finger at and laugh at.
How about this? Slow motion wrestling. I remember you did
slow motion is one of my favorite. Anytime you can rewind a match, that's pretty funny too. So
who was that?
me and Phil the Drew.
That's right.
Yeah.
He hit you with a back cross.
A reverse frog splash.
Never seen that before.
Very different. Hurt, but very different.
Yeah, it looked like it killed you. Would you rather wrestle as a heel or face?
Well, if I'm selling merchandise, I'd like to wrestle in the face. But if you really want to get the best of me for your money, it's definitely me as a bad guy, me as a heel.
Outside of wrestling, do you have a hobby, or is wrestling your hobby?
Yeah, wrestling. That's pretty much my hobby. Kids, Jesus, love some Jesus, loving kids, and love wrestling.
Right. Well, this is kind of connected, but you have a hidden talent, like something nobody knows you can do. I know you about damn near 15 years, and I've never seen you have one, but I'm just curious.
I can do this.
Not bad.
It's pretty much a hidden talent.
Well, this is the last question for you. Who in wrestling has been there for you pretty much more than anybody, has helped you out to the top?
It's a guy you may know. His name's Logan Creed.
How many times?
He's pretty much been with me through thick and thin. We've done a lot of miles in parking lots, passing out flyers and that kind of thing. So him, my dad, he's been there right there with me from the beginning. He slung a mini ring. He's passed out a lot of flyers. So that's probably the two I'd have to give it to the most. Got to give a shout out to Daryl Trough, Bobby Wayne, True Mark. If it wasn't for him, there would be no flyers. He's helped me out tremendous through the years. So you can put a product on, but if you don't have anything to show the people, hey, here it is. And I couldn't do that without old Bobby Wayne, True Mark.
You don't know what's that, and nobody can.
That's it. Doesn't matter if it's WrestleMania. If you don't tell anybody, nobody shows up.
Let me explain something to you real quick. You know why I call this life in a headlock? Because sometimes life has you in a headlock.
You're not going to put me in a headlock right now.
Not right now, right? it's an analogy. You're going through tough times. I know this, so have I. But you got that headlock loose now, right? You get out of it every once in a while, right?
Slip out, you know,
Our
reverse.
life is a headlock, and sometimes it snaps back out on you.
It'll definitely open your eyes.
Jay Andrews, I thank you very much for coming.
Thanks, Pepper Jack.
You have a very nice day.
Peace. Pro Wrestling Ego, look us up.
Guys, this has been Life in a Headlock with Jay Andrews. I appreciate y'all watching, and I'll see y'all back here next time. Pimps.